Mr. Chairman.
What a pleasure.
It is. It's been a very long time, hasn't it?
Absolutely. For us or for PAS? I think both actually.
Yeah, for PAS it's been longer.
Yeah.
But somehow I always think of PAS starting when I became chairman.
At least some things never change,
Yeah, I know.
including you.
Yeah, well that was 2007, I think.
Yes.
Yeah, got into PAS 2006. Well, yeah, look back at whatever we went through. What strikes you?
Well, I'll never forget getting bailed.
Oh yeah.
I'll never forget those times where we would spend our Saturday mornings
In the city court.
in the city courts.
In the chamber of some judge.
Yeah, for PAS. Yeah, for the cause of PAS and advertising.
For the cause of PAS, yeah.
Yeah. And I think the awards, you've been so instrumental in from the very beginning, in the initiation and conception and the driving forwards. I think that's a wonderful legacy or a gift or a wonderful story. I'm every year when this time comes around, it gives me a lot of pleasure. It's a privilege to be part of the jury still. And I think it's a very powerful forum that has developed over the years.
You know, for me, the toughest problem right now, I ceased to be an advertiser 3 years ago.
Yes.
So, ceased to be part of PAS. But even now, when I'm talking to Kamar or someone else and I refer to PAS as we, so what we, and then I have to remind myself, I'm not PAS anymore.
But I think your contribution and the years you've spent in various roles, it's very difficult to leave yourself out of the PAS story. I think you've been involved with it for so many years, in so many different roles. Awards committee, general secretary, chairman, I think twice chairman?
Vice chairman.
Chairman and
Never general secretary though.
Never general secretary.
Twice chairman and chairman CSC.
Yes.
But you know what's the great thing? Like when I tell the story to some people on the kind of real change that happened.
Yeah.
Somewhere around 2006, some people got in and thought we need to now come out. We need to arrive
and assert assert ourselves as the advertiser.
Yeah. And I love the fact that we had a plan that wasn't a year or two in length. It was, say, a 10-year plan or something, and that is how we actually went from one chairman to the other. So when you became chairman, you knew what we had talked about. I took over after you again,
yes,
or a couple of terms later or something. I don't know, but it still kept going.
And I mean, when I reflect back, I always feel I was an accidental chairman. Because if you recall, I became chairman because our chairman who had been sort of appointed, elected by the body, had to exit because he was leaving corporate.
Like that, yeah.
And I ended up sort of wearing that mantle, and so it was a real privilege, if I say. And we did some really interesting, crazy stuff. But I must admire the process or the sort of the grooming of succession, of how the thought, the philosophy, the direction is kind of passed on. Like there's a real passing of the torch. I think we've, as an organization, not as an individual, but there is real contribution. We've moved, this organization's contributed to training, to recognition, to lobbying, to interaction with other constituencies within the ecosystem that we all operate in. And I'm very proud, as life has taken me into different industries, I have often quoted the example of PAS and the work it does as a guiding framework for structuring the way the industry interacts with it, within itself, with the government. It's a good model which has evolved over time.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
How do you feel about it?
No, you're right. I mean, I think of some really interesting things we did. We actually, broke the ice between the media regulator and the broadcasters, even though we had no direct relationship with them. And it was really on the request of the then Pembrokeshire chairman that we tried to bring them together.
And sort of, advertising is culture, is modern day culture. Some say.
Yeah.
And defining how far you can go and how far, which lines you shouldn't cross is really meaningful. I mean, it needs, there is value in it, for sure. But the broader stuff of how we've lobbied the government without having any legal, being a legal entity, how the arbitration process works, where at the end of the day, it's not legally binding. It's a members club.
Yeah.
And we arbitrate on disputes which would have significant fines if they escalate to a court or a competition.
Not to mention the legal fees involved.
And the legal fee. And I'm thankful to the membership body that they stand by the decisions of those arbitration.
Interesting enough, that is really how PAS came about.
Yes.
It was really, I think Unilever and Procter & Gamble, these companies, these three said, well, we have to make some sense out of this. We will always have a fight about claims. Let's do this in a gentlemanly way. We all agree that we will.
A gentleman's club.
A gentleman's club.
Yes,
we will follow whatever verdict comes out. So we are all going to courts and stuff. And I think that's evolved in a very interesting way.